And Hariko, you have no demands. Okay, I like you already. You're already one of my favorites. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more MMORPG Tycoon 2 here in the award-winning world of Davecraft. And we've got a lot to do today. There is a lot to do in this episode. We've got a lot of things to take care of. Let's take care of some of the fun stuff first, which is naming players after viewers. A whole bunch of people chimed in and said, hey, can you please put me in the game? And of course, I am more than happy to do that. So I found a big bunch of people down here and started naming them. So right here, we've got Get Good, which is basically what everyone said to me while I was playing other real MMOs. Down the road here, we have D-Day 164 and Tarago. They had asked to be put in the game. Putties 2 is over here. You are now in the game. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Fathy Disc? I'm not sure, but however that is pronounced, you are right here. Arc Space, you're in the game too, as is Banjo, and Piper Crow. And Piper Crow had asked that their character be named after their cat, which is just awesome. If you're new to the Wee Hours, I'm kind of into cats. It's a thing. So Piper Crow, your cat, is now in the game, which is most excellent. And then there's some more kicking around here. Yeah, Crazy Creator, you're here in the game, and I think that was all of them. No, you were not a viewer. Okay, never mind. So those are all the people who had asked to be put in as something non-specific. So I put you guys in on players. Some folks had asked to be put in as elite monsters, and we'll come to that. We'll pick those off over time as I put down some more elites. And some people had asked to be other features in the game, so we'll come to those. But the folks who just said, hey, put me in the game, you guys are all now players. You're all marching down the road here to do something. Now, we may notice that Banjo is a different color. Banjo is purple. That is because apparently, and I didn't pick this deliberately, Banjo. This is not any sort of statement on you as a human being. I just randomly picked characters and named them, and then I turned on the magnifying glass. Banjo is a cheater. Banjo is a cheaty McCheater. That's what the purple means. They're cheating. And if we pan out here, thank you, first of all, to a commenter for showing me how to do this. If we go down here and we turn on the magnifying glass, it detects cheaters, and we can kind of roam around here and see who's being a cheaty McCheater around here. Most of these folks are pretty good. Most of these folks are just playing the award-winning world of Davecraft and enjoying themselves, but some people are cheating. Now, there's apparently, as I am told in the comments, two colors to this, although I see, you're purple. Okay, I hadn't magnified you correctly. Varkin, you are also a cheaty McCheater. So purple, apparently, according to the comments, means I should give them a warning. And by me, I mean my GMs that we hired last time. We've got some more GMs kicking around. What's going on over here? Why is your cart a different color? Oh, you're fighting monsters. Oh, never mind, Jethel. I'll just leave you to that. Good luck with that. So purple means they should get a warning. If we find any green, we should ban them. So let's try and deal with this. So you here, do I ban you from here, or do I ban you from somewhere else? No, right down here, right next to the magnifying glass, issue a warning. Okay, we are going to issue a warning to you. I'm pretty sure I have clicked you correctly. And let's also issue a warning to you. Yup. And I hope that's done correctly. And also, unfortunately, to Banjo. Again, Banjo, not a statement of you as a human being. I'm sure in the real world you do not cheat in MMOs, but apparently in World of Davecraft, you're taking advantage of things around here, and that ain't gonna fly. So we'll issue a warning to you. I'm pretty sure I have done that correctly. I mean, I'm clicking on that and clicking on that. We'll see how that goes. Okay, names taken care of. Cheaters detected, and we'll try and pick some more of those off as we go along. The big thing we've got to deal with is we're overloaded. The level 1 area cannot fit any more players, so nobody can come in and play World of Davecraft right now. I mean, they can, but we've got a limit. We're maxed out. So we need to open up a new level 1 area. And I've experimented with that before in the now famous Lost episode, and it doesn't work out very well financially if I just pick one of these areas off and then try and move into the center. What we thought about at the end of the last one, and the comments section seemed to agree with this, is actually playing God and raising the land up. So go to my grid, go to raise region. So convert an ocean region into land. Now, there was sort of back and forth about which one of these we should raise up like a mighty god. I was kind of favoring this one. Some folks had said the one on the left side. Either one of these will allow easy access into the level 2 and the level 3 zone. But my thought, after someone had said do the left-hand side, that actually makes more sense, because in the level 3 zone, if we go to our network, yeah, we don't have any bandwidth or network over on the right-hand side of the level 3. I was doing that sort of as a cost-cutting measure, if you will. So I think what we should do is raise this right here. So make this into a new level 1 zone that'll allow easy access into level 2 and level 3. So I haven't done this before. I don't know what happens. I also don't know if this costs me money. This could bankrupt me, but let's go ahead and raise that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Pretty simple area, and that did not cost me a dime. That just activated and no cost to me. And it's a pretty decent area. No major problems with it. It's a little barren, but we can work with that. And that will go right into level 2 and right into level 3. All right, well, now I need to turn the thing on. I know it's going to cost me $5,000 to activate the region and $5,000 to put down some bandwidth, and then there's other nonsense that's going to happen in terms of getting to these other levels. We need some money around here. Before I turn it on, I'm going to just fidget with it a little bit, just to make it a little bit more of what I feel it might want to be. We've kind of done Mushroom Grove, and what happens if we go to mountain? How many mountains am I getting? Oh, that's super mountainy. Yeah, that's a little too mountainy. Thank you very much. How about just something pine foresty? What can you show me in a pine forest? A pine forest. Okay, fair enough. There are some trees that are in the ocean, which is less than ideal. I don't act, and they're all floating. They're all floating. Why are they all floating? Early access, or I've done something wrong? Quick tip, it's probably the second one, but I'm not digging that. That's not going to fly. Chasm, I know what chasm is going to get me, but how many chasms are you going to give me? Yeah, bye. Okay, all right, fine. The land just goes away. Well, with first type as forest and type 1 as pine forest, I think we've got a few too many trees. I think there are one or two many trees. I can't even see it. I can't even see the ground at this point. How about, you know what, let's just keep it simple. How about field? How about just a nice field? Is that better with a backup of pine forest? All right, we're kind of back to square one. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I think we'll just call it a day on that, because I want to be able to see what I'm doing. It did spawn with a couple of neat little sort of rock things here, and this one's got runes or something carved on it. You know what I've never really done with this is mess with... What happens if we say messed with the color of the sky just in this region? If I sort of did that and maybe, I don't know, throw some green in there... And I love red, so how about if we did a sort of a red feel? How does that change things? Doesn't change it radically, does it? I feel it should be... Well, it is nighttime, though. I think it's nighttime. So we'll kind of come back to that and see what that may or may not look like later. Okay, I've got a plan. I know, that's terrifying. Everyone is just scared hearing that, but I've got a plan, and my first plan is to actually turn the game on. Let's get some money ticking in here. Other things that people had helped me with in the comments was quest givers. There's a lot of fine-tuning with quest givers, and I had tried some of it before. I'm not really sure why I wasn't making it work correctly, because it worked the way I thought it did. It's just that it didn't seem to work, but people in the comments said, no, basically, you're doing that correctly, and you're just not clicking correctly. Hey, nobody is surprised by that. Let's check out you and your quests. What have you got? Go to the small inn and find a sausage. Super. And you're going right next door. Okay, that's terrible. Let's immediately change that one. Let's have you have a new target anywhere else. Sure, over here. Go find a sausage over there. More to the point, give me a nice little kill quest. Or actually, let's change your target. Now I think this is the way I want to do it. Yeah, there it is. All right. So now I've changed that into a kill quest. You're going to go to the Lovecraft zone, the horrible, horrible floating head monstrosities that we've created, and kill a bunch of them. And what I didn't see, I don't think anyone pointed it out in the comments. I may have actually found this out by myself, is when I hit change task, it changes how many of them you have to kill. So now we can kill 16, kill 32 Lovecrafts, and come back. I'm not even sure there are 32 in there, or 1, and then we can bump it up from there. So how about you killed 16 Lovecrafts and came back to me and chatted about it? That might boost your XP up a little bit more, or give you more of a challenge that you might like. I was going to look at what the players are broadly thinking of things here, and I noticed they actually react to me changing their name. So the devs just changed my name, so cool, and the devs just changed my name, FML. So most people liked me doing that. A couple of people weren't too keen on that. It's probably the cheaters that I found, the cheaty McCheaters over there, and gave a warning to. So looking at player thoughts, I mean, they love the scenery. No kidding, I've won an award for it. They like the town, and it's too crowded. Well, we're going to try and work on that. I'm mostly hoping you guys are all going to spend some money so I can be a little bit more free about opening up this zone. In fact, I've got 27, almost 28k. Let's go ahead and open the zone. There's not going to be anything to do in it yet. I'm not even going to have a bandwidth there, but let's activate this region. $5,000. $5,000. But I think this is a good idea. I think this is a good way of easing the congestion. We'll have a level 1 zone here. It'll go right into the level 2 and the level 3 if they want to do that. But I want us to go back. I'm just going to, again, let some money tick in and go back to the quest givers. So down here in the Royal City, let's see if I can make this work the way I want it to. I would like you to have a new target of a different quest giver, like way up here, like way super up here. I want to shoot people into the level 2 zone. So give me, you're a quest giver. Give me you. All right, yeah, go to the quest giver, talk to them in return. I don't want you to return, though. I mean, I guess you can, but that's a hell of a long walk. You know what, though? Hold that thought, because part of what I wanted to do today may ease that burden, because we are eligible for an upgrade point, and that means we get sort of a tech thing, a skill thing. And one of the things we could get is flight paths. Flight paths can be placed to provide players with quick travel between particular points. Sounds awesome. What else could we theoretically have? A friends list allows players to check the status of their friends, so that's +5 to hugs. We've got a lot of hugs. There's a lot of hugging going on in World of Davecraft. It's a little awkward, frankly. I don't think we need any more to hugs. Parties allows players to join up in groups. This is not yet activated, though. This is not implemented. This is an early access thing. I know that is coming. A couple of commenters had said that's kind of next on the list is parties and dungeons. I can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome, especially dungeons. So we can't get that right now. World history will give us +5 to fluff. That is good. This is going to make the world more interesting to our players. I really like the sound of that. That sounds super good. I'm still leaning to flight paths. Badges allows players to show off their achievements, and that's +5 to bling. PvP we could activate. I don't know if it's that kind of game yet. And Gibs, which is apparently how it's pronounced as an abbreviation of giblets, makes combat more visceral. Okay, I'm going flight paths. I'm just going with my gut on this and getting some flight paths in, because that... Well, you know what? It's just awesome because we're going to have flight paths. And there it is. Activating that, now down in our Paths tab, we have flight paths. How much is this going to cost me? Yeah, I want a flight path. How much? Oh, 1,000. 1,000. But I want one right in the city. Say, oh, this is going to be a fortune. Right here. Ouch. 1,000. And then, oh, and I can direct where they go. Oh, super. I wonder if I can set up multiple points, because I don't want it to just be one direction. Oh, whoa, look at that money. Look at that money. My first thought was to set up a flight path right over here. That's $10,000. $10,000. Okay, I love flight paths, flight points, whatever you want to call them. I don't love how just even to get it over to the next town is going to be $3,000. Okay, I may have jumped the gun a little bit on flight paths. That might not have been the smartest move. I'm sure everyone in the comments section is face palming right now, going, "Oh, why did you do that, man? Why did you do that? Come on, flight paths, you can't afford that nonsense." But here we are. We've got one. We've activated it. Down the road, we'll try and get some more. There's nowhere to actually fly to. So with that being said, I should just mess with more quest gear. What are you guys doing down here? What are you guys up to? You're just having a little party, a little hangout space over here. Oh, and there's ArcSpace, one of our viewers. ArcSpace, you're in on this. Excellent, good. Let's mess with some more quest givers. I can barely get in here to the quest giver because this place is so congested, but you were one of our day one quest givers. And you, because I didn't really understand how the congestion issue was going to work, have terrible quests. So bring me my shoes. Oh, okay, you're going over there. I did mess with you. All right. Okay, so I have adjusted your quests a little bit. Go to the respawn point is terrible. That's a very, very stupid quest. Why don't you have people go up here and kill some of the Nada apes? Why don't you do that? So why don't you do that and kill 8 Nada spiders? Sorry, not Nada apes. They are apes. They're Nada spiders. It's very confusing in World of Davecraft, but you're going to go kill 8 of them and come back and talk about it. Oh, and I notice somebody's killed our elite panda spider in here. And it does not respawn super quickly. I wonder if I can change that setting. I know I can change the density of the regular panda spiders. I wonder if I can change how quickly the elite monster... Oh, okay, he's back. He's back. What are you called, by the way? Hinatema... Yeah, not so much. Hold the phone, Hinatema, because I've got some folks who wanted to be called elite monsters. There we go. The panda spider elite is now Mr. Grug, which is a terribly delightful name all in all. And as I was looking at my list, I realized that ArcSpace wanted to be an elite monster, and I put you in as a player. Sorry about that. We'll see if we can adjust that down the road. If I can find your character again, we may switch your name around. It was nothing personal. I just have a long list here. Right, so Mr. Grug, can I adjust your settings in terms of how quickly you respawn? I can heal you, focus on you, or kill you. Doesn't seem like I can. Well, you know what then? Let's put down another elite panda spider in here. That seems fair and sensible. So let's put a new elite panda spider right here, and let's get you named. You are now Inferno Verde, who had asked to be an elite monster. Now, let's get some people marching over to kill Inferno Verde. Because, sorry, Inferno Verde, that's kind of the lot of an elite monster. You're just going to get killed all the time. So, you, what's your quests? Go to the scenery, kill some spiders, go to Mr. Grug, defeat it, and return. Okay, how about we did something different? How about you also had a quest to go kill, there we go, Inferno Verde. Very good. So that's a better quest than just sort of wandering around. I feel the players are going to want to do the elite monsters more. Somebody in the comments had said, how about just a whole area of nothing but elites? And I'm not completely hating that idea. I kind of see where we're going with that. I'm almost thinking about putting down another elite spider, panda spider rather. Oh dear, that one's dead. Yvonne, what's your deal? Now, you're level 2, you're just kind of doing things, you're doing some quests. Your demand is that I buff the Treants, which I have also been corrected on my pronunciation of, but much like the kobold issue, I've been pronouncing that word for longer than some people have been alive, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep calling it Treant. It's how I've always pronounced it. I'm not doing it to annoy people, it's just the way I always have. You have a demand for me to do that. Why? You're not one of them. I mean, I'll take a look. What, just for argument's sake, give me any other players. What are your demands? Arc, whatever your name is. I can't see it clearly. You want to nerf the paladins, okay? And Hariko, you have no demands. Okay, I like you already. You're already one of my favorites. Mimir has no demands. How about Flanadan? You want to nerf the paladins. A lot of people seem to want to nerf paladins. Why? And you want to buff the Treants. And I am not even going to attempt to pronounce that name. Not even going to attempt to pronounce that. How about this guy? What's your demand? You want to buff Treants. Okay. I mean, if you guys want the paladins nerfed and the Treants buffed, I can 100% accommodate that. And that actually leads us to yet another thing that we need to do today. Because we have players who are level 4, that has opened up new characters. So we can unlock a new character right now. Do I want to get the new level 1 zone kind of rocking and rolling before I do this? No, it'll be fine, because when we open up the new level 1 zone, it's just going to disperse the new players between the new level 1 or the new level 1 zone and the old level 1 zone, so it doesn't really matter. To my knowledge, I can't focus characters into one starting zone like you could traditionally with a real MMO. Say, like, all the paladins start in one zone and all the wizards start in a different zone. I'd love to see that in the future. It's a minor point, but it kind of does make sense in terms of real-world MMOs. Like, this is your starting area, and then this is your starting area, and then you all meet in the middle. Anyway, let's unlock something. Oh, there we go. A basic warrior. Fantastic. Now, I did have one commenter who asked specifically to be named as a new class. So this is kind of big. I mean, a new class, this is going to be in here forever, and there's going to be a whole bunch of people with your name on it. So I hope you're committed to being the new warrior. So they are no longer warriors. Now they are Ramzas. There's going to be a flood of Ramzas coming in when we open up the new zone, no doubt. Do I want to mess with the Ramzas? I mean, short answer, yes, of course I do. What if I gave you that head? Oh, God. It's like some sort of warrior plague doctor with horns on his hat. I'm sold. Done. I can't even do any better than that. I should just lock that in. I should absolutely lock that in. I don't know what else I could do, but I really want to put Panda Head on. I'm gonna. Okay, no, that's terrible. No, go back to Plague Doctor. Yep, Plague Doctor with a top hat. This is epic. This is now the new class, which is the Ramza class. I am 100% going to apply that, and I think we should start working on the new level 1 zone, so we've got somewhere for these people to show up. And then when we've got that rocking and rolling, the big treat for the new players will be there be some new monsters in the level 1 zone, because we can unlock, what was it, 2 of those? Yeah, we've got 2 monsters to unlock. I got to get this new zone up and running. And that means it's time to spend some money around here. So let's do the $5,000 uplink right there. And then let's start laying some cable for this. Not a capacitor. Build wide area network. Now, remind me, game, what this does. Bandwidth across a very wide area, but they won't hold much of it at a time. So you got to feed a lot of bandwidth in. Okay, I'm not sure why I would want that. I'm sure there's a very good reason. And a server. Extra region server, consume bandwidth and have a small upkeep cost, but also allow a region to contain 400 extra subscribers. So I could throw that in the level 1 zone that we have. How much is that? 10,000. Yeah, no. No. Go back to regular old cable. We're just going to start a new zone. I know in the end I'll probably end up spending more than 10,000, but we need this anyway. We know we need this. This is not a surprise. So let's go there to there. See how much of this. Yeah, I know, untraversable terrain. It's all terrible. Everything's awful. Go to there. Yeah, I'm already going to spend more than 10 grand, but here we are. Thankfully, it's a fairly small region, so we can get everything covered relatively efficiently. Now we got things we need to do here. So buildings, where's this place gonna start? I kind of want it to start down here and then move up. We'll use those focal points, the little watchtowery things, to draw people up here, because that seems to work really well. I mean, look at the line of people just marching along here. I hope that is for this watchtower. I don't know that for the fact. My goodness, there's a lot of crocodiles. there's a lot of crocodiles. Hang on. You, Sparky, come here. Let me look at your quests. We need to get some of these guys thinned out here. You do not have any quests to kill crocodiles. Well, you're going to now. Let's have you kill 8 crocodiles and return. Good. That'll start to thin out the ranks over there. So I laid out some paths here in no real particular order, just sort of mentally fleshing out what I feel it will be in the future. I'll probably do some more paths up in this neighborhood too, but let's get the bare essentials down. Obviously, a respawn point. Let's get that kicking along here. Yep, one of those, please. That can live... Well, I like that already. Yeah, right at the crossroads, right there. That's a perfect spot for that. So then people will die, but they'll spawn back right in the middle so they can kind of get on with what they were doing around here. And then obviously we need an inn and, a starting zone. Now that I'm looking at it, do I really want the new town to be down here or up here? I think it's going to be down here. All right, give me an inn. How much money do I have? None. Naturally, of course. That makes sense. Let's get, how much is the big inn? 1,000. You know what? I almost never put the big inns down, so let's give these people a real treat around here. Where's your door? Where is your door? Where's your door live? There it is. Okay. Let's get that to go right here. Boom. Okay. Now, I just need to spend all of my money constructing the rest of this town and blowing it all on decoratives. Well, given my lack of money, I can't really build a very big town. These scenery buildings are $1,000 a pop. I mean, it's not going to stop me from adding blocks to them. Of course not. I mean, let's not go nuts here. But I can't build a lot right now. It might be a little barren in this town, but I have decided this is a gnomish town, and I was looking at these buildings deciding if they were dwarvish or gnomish, and they really are kind of 50-50. They're 50% stonework and 50% metalwork, so definitely dwarvish and gnomish at exactly the same time. But let's punch that in there and there. There we go. It's not a big town, if we're honest. It's got a tavern and a shop and an inn. I don't really feel... Oh, wow, that money is just ticking in so slowly. What can I put in here that's a little more gnomish or dwarvish or something along those lines? Well, I don't think anyone in town will be sad if there's a couple of cannons protecting them. So let's get one of you there and one of you there. I don't know what they're protecting themselves from yet, but I feel they should have them. How about you had a well, say, right here? And how much more of my money can I blow on decoratives? Oh, a fountain. Oh, no, that should that should live in the city. I'll get back to that. We'll come back to fountains. That should totally live in the city, somewhere in the royal quarter. Oh, what else you got around here? What's that? Sort of a roast spit kind of thing? Sure. Yeah, why not? You can have one of them. Knock yourself out. And if we're going to have that, let's have a campfire and maybe somewhere for you to sit here. Maybe this is the outdoor cafe area of the gnomish city. And when I say city, I largely mean dumpy little town with a couple of houses on it. But, here we are. What else? Oh, rocks. Yeah, gotta have some rocks around here. Definitely. One there and one there. $10 here, $10 there. Who cares? Okay, I definitely see where I'm going with this. It's just gonna be built a little bit more slowly because I just don't have the money to do it. But I'm gonna make some paths here and make this more of a town, like a big town, as time goes along. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I'm gonna make it a big town. Okay, we need to alleviate the stress on the first level 1 zone by putting up the starting area. But before we do that, we should give people more things to do around here, like killing things, and that means we need to unlock some new monsters. So 2 monsters to unlock. Let's get that unlocked. It's a spider again. Okay. I mean, it's not going to stay a spider. We're all very, very clear about that. But it's a spider, right? And, an archer. Oh, I like them. Oh, those guys are cool, and they're archers. They'll have some kind of distance weapon. They've got range. Ooh, how are our players going to deal with that? Because I think the only people who have range are the wizards with their fireball. Huh, interesting. Well, let's change the names and completely change the spider. So Quinn Ogre here had asked to be put in as a new class of monster, and it makes sense. You look a little bit like an ogre here, so Quinn Ogre, if indeed that is how it's pronounced, and it's certainly how I'm going to pronounce it, that's perfect. That just matches right up. Now I gotta go over to the spider and completely mess with that. Well, I kept some of the spider. Not a lot of it. I kept some spider arms in here, and I've thrown a bear head on, and some sort of twisted mutant arm, and the legs are basically somebody wearing Birkenstocks, which is pretty much the most terrible thing I could find. So we've got a bear spider hippie mutant thing going on here. This is definitely going to have to be another Name the Nameless horror thing. So right now it's an air quote spider, but do please let me know in the comments what you think we should call the spider bear mutant hippie thing, because I got no idea on this, but let's get some in the game. So I thought this zone might be somehow a little more tropical than our other starting zones. So I'm going with a palm tree thing in this area. Don't know why, just kind of felt it. So let's get some more palm trees down there. I'll, as usual, pick away at this area as I'm going along, but I don't have the money to invest a lot into it right now. That being said, in the time it took me to create the bear spider mutant hippie thing, I actually accumulated some money. Let's get some more, or some new monsters in here. So go down to the air quotes spider. We are definitely getting some of these guys in here. Those are going to live right in here, right in this little zone. You're just going to walk around the zone and kill a whole bunch of these things, mostly because of the Birkenstock issue, if I'm honest, but also, you know, the spidery bear mutant-y parts. Oh, subscribers unable to join. Okay, I'm working on it, game. Pause it. Let me just pause this. I don't want people not able to join the game. I need the money, frankly. So some of the new monsters down there. Let me get the Quinn Ogres, which I actually think are very cool. I like the way those have spawned in. I didn't adjust those at all. I'll take them just as they are. Oh, maybe this is what they're defending against. Okay, this is all starting to come together here. The Quinn Ogres are invading. Oh, I'm already seeing a story coming. The Quinn Ogres are invading, and these guys are defending. And then up here, I'm going to do like a whole Quinn Ogre town. That's where they live. Oh, this is great. This is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love it. Oh, and the sky effect is affected now. So yeah, it was just an issue of daylight. But now that it's daytime and the sun is out, now I can see all the changes I made to the sky. Oh, that looks very good. I like that. That's neat. Oh, I'm already a fan of this new zone. I don't know why. It's just really clicking with me right now. The Quinn Ogres. There's going to be a Quinn Ogre town. I should probably do something so people can actually come into this zone. Like put down the starting point. Let's finally get this done here. Starting point. There we go. Yeah, one of those. Right, sorta. I know, subscribers are unable to join. We're dealing with that literally right now, game. Let's get that to live. Yeah, it makes sense. Right here in the middle of the rocks. It totally makes sense. Now I just need the developer to come all the way over from the respawn point. There he is. There's the little cursor moving over there to get that activated, and then we'll make sure that everything's working, and then the quest givers start happening. Yes, it is successful. Here are some new folks spawning in right now. Paladins at the moment. None of our new class yet, but that's fine. They'll come along in time. Okay, we need tons of things for people to do here. Like tons and tons of things. Let's get some quest givers rocking and rolling. Actually, before I do that, I want to flesh out some more monster zones and maybe a few elites around here. So, important things that are going on. I popped down 2 elite monsters over here. One of them, our new bear, spider, hippie, mutant thing. They look great. They look great. You are now not that, because that's the name of the zone. You are now Gorthak Vulgar, which is an awesome name for an elite, especially one with a bear head, because he's got kind of a semi-barbarian feel. You are now Gorthak Vulgar, and I put down one of the Lovecrafts over here, because I feel like they're buddies. Like, these two are trying to take over the whole region or something. But you are now not that because you are the region. You are now Doomsday. Doomsday had asked to be named as an elite monster. So you guys are in there, but more importantly than anything I have done in this episode, we have won another award. We have won an award for Best Quests from News Source XYZ, which is really the only reliable news source on the planet. I mean, we're all clear on that. News Source XYZ is where I go for the truth. And the truth is that World of Davecraft is now a twice award-winning game. Best Quests on day 5. Awesome? You're darn right it's awesome. Okay, it's costing me a small fortune, but I couldn't not put up my Quinogre town. I have to have it. I don't care how much it costs me at this point. I've got an idea and I'm rolling with it. And what these people need is definitely banners, all sorts of barbarian-esque banners all over the place. So all of that goes in. Thankfully, I could do most of this with just scenery, which is only $10 a pop. And I've decided they have this crystal thing, and I think from a lore perspective, somehow they worship this crystal. And while I was thinking of that, that brought me to something I would love to see down the road for MMORPG 2 Tycoon, is that we could destroy scenery. So I could set a quest to have, our heroes, our players, come along and destroy this crystal thing, and that would make so much sense as a quest. I don't believe I can do that. I mean, I've learned how to fine-tune the quests a little bit more thanks to the comments, but I don't think we can destroy scenery yet. Might be a good idea for the future. Okay, NPCs, Quinogres live all over this place, so give me my Quinogres, please, and let's get all sorts of them living in town. Yeah, I can even stretch out across the road if we want to do that. I'm going to save the space at the back for the obvious boss monster that needs to live here. Yeah, I think this town needs a couple of elite Quinogres over here. It just sort of makes sense. This is a community. These are not just random monsters floating around in the world. I mean, people live here. The Quinogres live here. So I think there'd be a couple of people, doing administratively type stuff like being in charge. So we have over here, Feggy had asked to be an elite monster. There you are. And Arcspace, I renamed you because you did specifically ask to be an elite, and I totally forgot about that when I put you in as a player. So now you are basically head of the Quinogres, along with Feggy. It's dually administrative tasks around here, but you guys are in charge of this place. Let me get the game back on so the developers can get over there and turn things on. And then I think the final thing I need to do here is obviously line up some more quest givers. So I'm going to put one down here by the inn and one up here. If I put him by the tavern, that's close enough to the starting zone that people can figure out where he is. I'll flesh these out a little bit more later, but let's take a look at what you... No, you're a player. You're a player. You're my quest giver. Fantastic. Go to the tavern. I mean, it's right there, right? Yeah. I think we can do a little bit better than that. How about... why don't you go to the respawn point and check it out and report back to me? No, I got a better idea. Go over here. See what lives over there. Yeah, go to the Quinogres. Oh, you changed the zone. I must have been clicking on the monster zone. That's fine. Go do that. Go do that. Go to the Quinogre zone now. Yeah, now you can go to the starting point. Really? Wait, where are you going? Wait, no, not that one. That one. Okay. Go over there and report back. Well, I guess, it's a level 1 area. There would be a silly little fetch quest for something that's literally right in front of you. Go get me those 5 apples. The 5 apples are on the ground in front of you. Go get me those 5 apples. Okay, will do. So that's fair enough. We'll have that. Go to the Quinogres. Why don't we not? Why don't we actually make sure that we're also targeting the as yet unnamed monsters over here? So why don't you go... come on, there we go. Come back to me. Waste the spiders. Go to the spider zone. I should up the density of those guys because those guys are going to get wasted really quickly. And how about this was also this quest? Yeah, fight the spiders. And let's make sure. Let's get out of this and into this and make sure that these are very dense. So high density on that. Apply that, please. There we go. That's more like it there. And we should have some quests to go over here and do this. I think these should be, maybe not both of them, but one of these should be higher density. because I have a feeling, like our first level 1 zone, these guys are going to get taken out really, really quickly. Wow, there's a bunch of people in here already. Region overloaded still. Now, why is that? Firehill has too many users connected. Yeah, well, I have set up another region nearby, servicing the same level range, so figure it out, game. Figure it out. So you've got a quest to kill those Quinogres, and also the scenery, which is way over there. That's fine. What else could we do here? Go to the respawn point? Yeah, I guess so. Sure, why not? And thin the Quinogres. Which ones? The ones that are way over there. That's fine. That's fine. I want one more for you. Search for the letter is incredibly boring. Now, obviously, I can't set them to do quests in other zones because there's no way to get over there yet. We're going to work on that. But why don't you instead just, go kill some more Quinogres? No, actually, I decided to set it as spiders because I want to make sure people are heading in this direction too, which they're kind of not. They're all, wow. They're all marching off to war here. I'm so sorry, guys. I need to up your density, like, immediately, because you're going to get wiped out over here. You are going to get wiped out. And it is a Quinogre town. There should be a high density of them here. Because I'm going to tell you right now, guys, everyone in this zone is marching off to kill you. So good luck with that, guys up there. Right. Obviously, we need to flesh this out like a ton. A whole lot needs to happen in this zone. And, like I've always said, we're not writing off the other zones. I haven't even checked in on the other zones yet. I really need to do that, especially the new level 3 zone. I don't even know what's going on over there. Well, I do see we have a bit of a bandwidth issue. Somebody going to deal with that in time? Maybe? Are we going to get that turned back on? That should be in network. It's totally in network. I need to hire more developers, don't I? I need to hire people. I think we're running into a situation where things are not getting done again. But wow, we got a lot going on here. World of Davecraft is really growing, and it's almost a little tough to keep up with it. So, next on the agenda, I think the next thing on the agenda is to go through each region and flesh it out more. Open up the level 1, the new level 1, into the level 2, so people can get in there, because they're going to level up really quickly. And then what? Then what do we do? What is our next thing, by the way? We're supposed to get to 10,000 subscribers, okay, and configure a level 4 region and get 100 players to level 5. Nobody has hit level 5 yet. So do let me know in the comments what you think the next logical step is in MMORPG Tycoon 2. My first thought is just flesh everything out. Money is coming in. As I'm spending it, we're making it. So I feel we'd be in a good spot to just kind of add little things all over the place. More quest givers, more monster zones, etc., etc., etc. But I am concerned that this is not getting turned on properly. So we're going to have a look at maybe our developers and hiring more of them to get everything rocking and rolling, and continue to keep an eye out for cheaty McCheaters who may be cheating our game. I think I'm against that. I'm pretty sure I'm against that, but I'm not married to that idea. So do please let me know in the comments what you're thinking of this and what you think the next step might be, and we will pick up some more of MMORPG Tycoon 2 now in the twice award-winning world of Davecraft. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Robot, how do we rescue you? I don't know how to rescue you. I'm also not sure I ever knew you were a woman. Bugs are inherently stupid, and they get in places and they can't get out. You know what places they get in? Things that are wide open that don't have screens over them. It's a piece of mesh. We figured this out like 100 years ago. What is wrong with the British, the Irish? Is it just a show about foxes all the time? If so, is that some sort of subtle esoteric thing about being a weapons manufacturer, or is it just stuck on the Nature Channel?